Hi everyone, it's Pure Price Action. This is the evening update for 25th of August after the US close and the outlook for tomorrow, 26th of August. So kicking off with the US indices, generally, obviously it's a bull market, so we're looking to buy dips, and it was a case of finding where to buy those dips. I know markets have run up ahead and they've jumped up, blah, 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 and everyone's looking to sell them, but I don't think that was the right play. It's very much about going with the flow, and the flow is upwards. So it's very much a case of buying dips, and you sort of got to put your emotions aside on that and say, okay, well, I'm going to buy dips and stick with that until it breaks. So the question was where to buy the dip this morning. I was looking at this area here. So this was my area of interest, and I had put a buy price at 34.20. This is the cash, not the future. The futures would be about 5 or 6 points lower than that. So yeah, 34.20 is where I was looking to buy with this area of interest. And basically I was targeting the bottom of this candle here, this sort of end of day yesterday, big shoot up. I thought that might get unwound. We had a high overnight, price came down, it breached this candle, but you can see it just got bought at every breach. This is a 30-minute chart, by the way. So it got bought on every drop, showed good support, and it rallied into the close over the last few hours. So that's where it's at. In terms of what to look for, I guess, going into tomorrow, this is now the area that'll cap the top side. Okay, we're looking at 34.50, just over 34.50 to the upside, which is the overnight high, 3451. And if we breach that, I do think there is a chance overnight before open that will head up to 34.64 to 70 range up here. That's if we manage to take this out overnight. And it's been pretty bullish in the Asian session for many months actually. So I think this is the thing to look out for. I'm going to wait till open tomorrow to see where it opens vis-a-vis this area here. If we're on the upside, I'll target more upside. If we open below, I'll probably target again this downside area here in the low 3400s. I still think 3404 is a good support level, and again, it's just a case of watching to see where we open tomorrow, how it fares over the evening. Turning to Dow. So Dow is a similar case. It was buying dips. This one did dip a lot more than the S&P, and I was looking to buy. Well, I did buy 28 180s. This area here. So these are the little tails here that I was targeting, and we got that in the end. Okay. Sorry, it's a little bit higher than that. It's up here, sort of thing. Yeah. We breached that, got it, came back above. Great. Now the idea here was to look for a retest of this area. So the S&P is already doing that, but the Dow's lagging. It hasn't caught up with the retrace the way the S&P has. So if I just flick back to S&P, you can see it dipped and it's come back to that top area there, and Dow hasn't done that. So it hasn't seen the flow in that the S&P has. It may catch up overnight. So my position's open. I've taken some money off the table as I posted on Twitter. The rest of it's running, and we'll see what happens with that. Tomorrow, again, it's a case of seeing where this opens. Now, I don't think this is likely to open above this area or go above this area overnight. Dow's just been lagging the other indices for a time now, so I'm guessing it's going to open below that, and if it does, I think it may be good for, again, a sell back down to this 28,200, 28,100 area. Again, this is a cash price, guys, so just keep an eye out for that. So if we open sort of below this area, I'll probably look for a test back here and play this range. I think we've set this as, this is pretty much set as demand down here. There's support for it, and that's going to be supply, and that's what I'm going to look for tomorrow morning. So 28,500 to 28,100 range, that 400 point range will be the range to play. I've been surprised by this before in the last few days where I've expected a range and it's just blasted above. If that happens again, well, I'll review again tomorrow. It'll just be a case of buying dips. So if we break to new highs overnight, tomorrow it'll be the same as today. Look to buy dips, look for demand zones and buy them. That simple. Okay, going over to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq did stay in the range, so I posted yesterday that I was looking for this range to play out. and it's pretty much what it did. It didn't quite hit the bottom, but it's now back at the top of it, and I think it may break. It may break. We don't know. I have no idea. It's looking like it's going higher to about 11,770-ish, which is a little pop higher up to here. This sort of area here. Overnight, possibly. I don't know. It didn't make a lower low. It attempted to break low, but it couldn't. You can see that it just got bought and sent higher. It shows good support, good demand, and I think it's possible that it'll make a new high. Let's see. Nasdaq has not been my favorite, but we'll see what happens. I'm very much looking to see if it opens above this sort of area tomorrow. If it opens above 11,650, I think it's still good for the long side going into tomorrow. Coming over to Europe on DAX. DAX, I had a buy order in at 13,055, so this area here. The reason for that, simply I was just targeting this sort of zone here for a buy. We got that dip, I bought it, it's come back up. I'm holding, so it's about 40 points in profit right now. I did have some drawdown, but again, you just wicks down here basically. You got bought and it's back up, and I was looking for 13,150 on the upside. That area here, pretty much exactly the same theme as I had on the S&P and on the Dow. I wanted to buy the dip to this previous area of congestion and then ride it back up to the supply area on top. And that continues to be the case. So I think, well, I'm still holding. Don't really like to hold overnight, but I can set stops at break even and let it ride. So 13,150. This area is what I'm looking at, and I think we may get it overnight. So if the U.S. markets and Japan moves well overnight, this may tag that 13,150 area overnight. Tomorrow, then, depending on where we open in respect to this 13,150s area, I'm going to look to either go long. If we open above here, I'm going to look to buy dips targeting a newer high than today. So I'm going to target 13,260s and above. That's going to be my target zone if we open above there. If we open below, then, well, we'll probably come back to 13,000 test again. So basically, I'd like it to open up here, buy the retest of 13,150, and look for a 100-point rally up to 13,250s or higher would be my plan for tomorrow, depending on how it goes overnight. And again, it's crucial to open above 13,150 for that. If it opens below, I think we'll probably go much lower. Coming over to FTSE, well, I got my butt kicked on this a bit today. I had a buy order in at 95, which was this supply zone here, demand zone here. I was looking for a pullback to here to buy. Problem here, I shouldn't really have bought this because it's pretty much tagged my upside target that I had. I was looking for 6190s as I posted in yesterday's video. It hit that and reversed sharply, so there's no real demand for it up there, and it dropped. It dropped and it went straight through, and it should not have been a buy. But I had my order in, I didn't pull it, went straight through. I got tagged for my stop loss at -40, so lesson learned. Remember to remove orders. It's recovering a little bit, may well pull back to this area. I think FTSE has been the laggard. I think it's, lagging though it's been, this drop has just been on very low volume and very sharp, so a reversal of some kind wouldn't be out of the ordinary, and I think it might get back up above 6100. It's right now at 60.49, so if it goes above 6100, I think it may actually be good for more upside if it manages to do that. But let's see where it opens. So this is the area to watch, is 6100, this sort of area. And we need to see where it opens. If it opens, if this sort of congestion area here, if that can contain the up move and send it back downwards, then we can target lower levels. If it manages to break above that, which is resistance now, you can look for more upside, probably going back up to 6190, and we'll see where that opens tomorrow. That is it. I think I'll see you guys back tomorrow.